Hello.
Can you just start it from the moment when there's like the bass?
This is kind of the theme of today's video, and what came to me, I suppose, is I was talking to someone today who's like really creative, and I was in a very business-minded time. I was at the cafe, like working and fulfilling on clients, and it felt good. It does feel good to have this knowledge and to be an entrepreneur and to step into that foothold of owning a business, taking care of people, making sure things get across the finish line. And this channel is me going through the messiness of it, the part that no one talks about, the trenches, if you will. And I think that's something I really need to acknowledge to myself this week, especially. And if anyone else is out there who is in the trenches, but really believes in themselves and is taking action daily towards their dreams and toiling on it, even when you feel like you're not doing enough, learning from that experience and actually taking the action makes you powerful. So I guess what I mean by like peering into the water like Narcissus, looking at yourself with surgical precision, but also with complexity and compassion. On the surface of the water and ask like Narcissus, who am I? Not who do I think I am or who I imagine myself to be, but actually, what are my habits? Do I have control over myself? Do the things I spend my time on actually serve me? And that is what I mean by the trenches. This is that beautiful place where you're transforming yourself. If you weren't born from a place where the certain habits of life filled with abundance and longevity and good health and a united family wasn't necessarily instilled into you at birth, if you weren't given that privilege, then it's something that you have to make an active effort to transform about yourself. And I think that's even more commendable, being in a place where you don't know what's next, but you're willing to walk a road that's unfamiliar and uncomfortable. The things I spend my time on actually serve me, and review the information with compassion and moment by moment choose to do the thing you need over the thing you want 80 to 90% of the time for a prolonged period of time. Looks like I'm just cracking the recipe there. I mean, that just seems to be the fucking recipe. Anyone who's ever gotten anywhere, that's everything they say, is do the thing you need before the thing you want. I don't even mean it like, oh, make sure you clean your room before you go hang out with your friends. Yes, that is something that you should do, yes. But what I really more so mean is do the thing you're avoiding that's really hard and uncomfortable over the thing your brain says you'd rather do. Funnily enough, this week, a statistic that's been coming back into my life, I guess in multiple medias I've been watching, your brain is wired like from our hunter-gatherer days. Your brain wants comfort and survival. Your brain wants to save energy and do the thing that pleases it most. But the things that you have to do in order to breach into a different version of yourself, strength and mental dexterity, require self-control. And so your brain wants to be safe and sees certain things as safe, but it doesn't know better. It only knows what it's been taught. It only knows what it's been exposed to. And we all know that there's so much of the world that we haven't been exposed to. So you can't just go by, well, this would feel the most pleasing to me right now. You would have to train yourself to transcend ease, even transcend disappointment, and find more ease in doing the thing that transforms you. There's definitely ease there too. The cicada's gone. Definitely ease in the hard thing too. Like, I'll give a personal example. In my business, I have to put myself out there, put the business out there, reach out to new people in order to market myself and allow people to find me and understand the value of the service I'm providing, because I put in a lot of work, I put in a lot of research into knowing what the fuck I'm doing. So I need to be seen. And anyone out there who's also starting a business knows that's the reality as well. And I had this huge resistance around doing it, and past few days I've been doing it, and I've booked so many appointments. Like, it's funny because before that I was just like in my head doing circles about like why I'm not able to book appointments, or why I'm not able to do outreach, or why this is so hard for me and this is hopeless, and then when I just took the action, I just did the thing I least really wanted to do in that moment. It was so easy, and it was kind of fun. I was like listening to music, I was watching my show. I wasn't thinking so hard about like what I was doing. I was more so just in the moment doing it. And then when you're not ruminating over your life while you're living it, it just feels like living. And then I guess that's what they mean by like staying present. Like when you're just in the doing of it, not so much the can't wait to do this day, I'll do, once I have this done, it'll be done. Once I'm able to go here and have this, then I'll do that. Like once you're just like doing it, it becomes this like, there's the ease, but there's the dopamine you were looking for. I'm using daylight here, so I gotta hurry up. But the value of science, the value of silence. Yeah, you can never underestimate the importance of staring at a body of water. I was so in my head yesterday. I went on a bike ride. I love to go biking, especially with my dog. Here in Texas, what I really love is there's so many little lakes and walking paths, or just in the area that I live in. And it's really beautiful, man, like just great, grand expanses of nature. And I was looking at this lake yesterday, and I even did a little meditation, and it just all felt so fucking clear. Like, you can never underestimate the value of silence. Removing social media, doom scrolling, distractions, constant consumption just for a second. Taking some time to hear yourself think, your own thoughts, not implanted thoughts or what you should think or what you think you should think. Listening to your unfiltered thoughts, journaling it out, maybe just observing it, listening. That's kind of what I was feeling in my meditation yesterday. I was really trying to sink into that feeling of like just observing, like not judging, not overthink, not making a classification or some type of conclusion or judgment from a specific thought, action, or point in my life. Just observing it, looking at it. And then you realize like, this is not the end of me. This is not the end of anything. It's just what it is. This is not the biggest Goliath behemoth in the world. And then when I did it, I was like, it really wasn't. It really isn't. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was. That uncomfortable feeling. Like, I bet the first time you go to the gym, you think like, this is the most, like before you go to the gym, those years, months, all that time before, you're thinking about like how scary and awful this is going to be, and how much it's going to take, and how people are going to look at me, and I'm not going to be good at the exercises, and And then you go, and then you just go and you do it, and you realize like, this is not the worst thing in the world, especially when you keep going and you keep doing it. You're like, this isn't as scary. It's always good to be aware of your safety. But just the anxiousness, right? The anxious thoughts, the thoughts of like, which way is up or down? Like, you know the way, you know which way is up, down, left, and right, all of that. Then I wrote, then you can feel more in control, assess, plan, and execute. So something that I thought was really good about what I had written here, or what I was, because I wrote this, I think a few days ago, and I remember I was just flowing. My sister had called me, and she was like, I had a really bad quarter. She goes to college, right? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you her college, but I had a really bad quarter. I was trying in this class, but I just couldn't really seem to get it right, or couldn't seem to get it together, and I know I'm gonna fail, and the final is today, and I don't know if I should go. I'm really losing daylight, so I'm gonna hurry with this. Like, should I go to the final? I said, I mean, you should always take your shots. You should always swing. Do you try to talk to the professor? All those things. But what I really finally told her was, ask yourself 3 questions when times of failure and in times of success. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What is my plan for the future? Assess, plan, execute. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What am I going to do better next? That's it. It doesn't have to be this whole story about who you are, what value you bring to the world. It's all in the action. It's all in the walk. There's many different examples you can use this in, like if you made a mistake in your workout plan, or in your diet plan, or in your business plan, or you gave into a vice, or you got into a fight, or I don't know, whatever, where you made more money than you thought you would, or you hit a record, a PR record in your fitness. Like, you ask yourself these 3 questions. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What am I going to do better next? Staring at that body of water, peering at your reflection. That's really something I've been learning this week, is the importance of collecting data, reflecting constantly on how you're spending your time, how you're spending your energy, what you're doing with your fucking life. There's bugs. But what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What's my strategy for the next time? It's so dark. I'm almost done. This is the last point. It's not going to be just this linear thing. Don't expect to be perfect. Plan for bad days. Give yourself the bare minimums that you must do on bad days. Plan for bad days. Don't let bad days just hit you and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? No, like, expect bad days and move accordingly. You know, sometimes you're not going to have everything in you, but a lot of the times you have more than you think you do. Every dip that you go into with more tools, more preparation, less rumination, less downtime, because like, okay, yeah, think about this. Like, if you have a bad day, then you have the pre-bad day where you can like kind of feel the bad day coming. And then you have the post-bad day where you think about how bad you did yesterday and why you can't do better today because yesterday was so bad. How could you ever recover? And by then, girl, that's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 business days of this bad day when it could have just been one. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What am I going to do better? Fucking daily, fucking second by second, like constantly, like with love and compassion, but like with intention. Okay, we're almost done. It's like literally fucking nighttime. I think I pretty much said the point of what I was trying to say. Like, it could have just been a day or two of whatever you were feeling, and then you're back on course. So I guess I'll leave you guys with this. Like, think of the opportunity cost of the time that you're wasting sitting in your head and wishing for the best when you could be reflecting, planning, reassessing, executing, reflecting, planning, reassessing, executing. Just never underestimate the power of sitting with yourself, staring at a body of water. And truly allowing yourself to embody and become the person that you know you are becoming. So thank you guys so much for being here again on this YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this content, I'm going to put some light on me. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like below and subscribe, comment how you felt about what I said, and I'll see you next time.